Day 3, we're currently in Nottingham. The car's repeatedly kicking us in the nuts. So we set off around midnight from Melbourne last night, or well, not midnight, around probably 11 o'clock-ish to set back off to Pod, because there was a yellow weather warning come out around thunderstorms. So we thought, should we try and make it before the rain sets in? Hooked everything up, packed the van up, and then we were driving out of Melbourne Raceway, and we had no gears. It was pitch black. The car shut off, so we had to come back we had to basically limp it back into Melbourne. And then what we did is done a little bit of tinkering with rewiring. We basically wired in a plug socket so we've got power, and it was just overloading the circuit and it just turned the car off, which, yeah, we've fixed that problem. The no gear issue, it was a simple fix. It was a modulator. The modulator had the vacuum hose had split on it and it came off. So, but obviously when it's like midnight and you're knackered and you've been on the road for like 2.5 days, there's not much you can do. So it was like, do you know what, let's just put the tent up. So we just tented it, slummed it last night in Melbourne at the raceway. We set off early this morning. Well, actually we got up about 6:30, fixed the car, fixed the modulator, backed all the shit up, and I mean, it's absolutely filthy. There's like an inch of dust on the car, mud, muck, crap. The rain started coming down about 7 o'clock this morning, to make it even worse. So yeah, we're on the road. It's a bit like Ace Ventura, where he's hanging out the window, you know, wiping the windows and stuff, to get the mist out. But it's starting to break out now. The sun's coming out. We've just hit our first checkpoint, which was Dark Side, and we're now on our way to Straight to the Point racing, which is about an hour from where we are now. We're currently in Nottingham. No, we're currently in Doncaster. Sorry, in the services. Not Doncaster or Nottingham. We reckons it's about 50 odd minutes from where we are now, so we're not too far away. But yeah, the car's just, we've had issues, we've overcome issues. So big thanks to people at the track yesterday, Daz, Chris, just everyone, the whole team, Cara, Holly, my brother Alex, like, just awesome people. That's what it's about, making memories. You know, we'll always look back on this and think, holy shit, remember that weekend where we broke down every 5 minutes? Is what it is. In the spirit of drag and drive, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, one dude yesterday, he was apparently he was taking the bottom end out of his car and putting main bearings in at the track in a dust bowl. So like, props to him. If he can get it done, like, I'm sure we can limp our way to Santa Pod. So that's the plan. Day 3, Santa Pod. Hit our next checkpoint, make a pass, call it a day. But we are on our way. So see you in the next bit. Checkpoint 1 in the bag.
A few moments later.
Checkpoint 1 is in the bag. Checkpoint 2 is now in the bag. Fingers crossed, we're still motoring. We're on our way to Santa Pod. We're about an hour away from Pod now. Hopefully we'll be able to make a lick. Fingers crossed. We might get a PB. Let's see what happens. Let's not get carried away. But yeah, we're about an hour away from Pod. So we'll see you there. We made it. After all that shit, we made it. The car has kicked us in the nuts. It's kicked us in the head. It's lived up to its name, the Nightmaro. What an absolute crazy 3 days it's been. We've had not a lot of sleep. The sleep we've got's been broken, but we've made it. We've made it happen. So we're gonna get all the shit out the car, and then we're gonna go and make a pass and then call it a day. But yeah, all good in the hood. We'll see you on the track. Right, we're in the lanes. So Santa Pod has very kindly let us go to the front. We've pushed in front of everyone. All the street weekend competitors have let us come through. They give us a nice little cheer there. The last ones across the line. Awesome camaraderie. Perfect end of the weekend. We're going to hopefully leave on a high. Let's see what we can get here. I'm just if we can break the beams, but if we can run a low 13 or even a PB of a 12.99, that would be the ice on the cake. But if we can get a pass through, I'm happy, my brother's happy, and we can put this to bed. So we'll come back to you and see you afterwards. So, just a recap, we done our final run. We got a 13.1 again. The draggy turned off in the heat, so hopefully it's a little bit quicker than that, but the time and ticket are at 13.1 and I'm happy at this stage. That's an awesome achievement considering we broke down lots of times. Like I said earlier, the car kicked our ass, but we've made it. We've done the miles, we got to every track, we hit every checkpoint expected. We've not had much sleep, but big thanks to our friends who I've already named. You know, big thanks to people that were supporting for us and rooting for us. It was just amazing. You know, when we came back to Santa Pod and we finally made it, we got ushered to the front of the firing lanes to go race, and basically everyone that was in the street weekend competition that were in the lanes at that time all stood up and cheered and you know, clapped for us, and I thought that was just friggin' awesome. That was the highlight, to be honest with you. We met some really good people and we're pretty happy. I think we're going to do it again next year, so yeah, that's all we've got to say. Anything you got to say, bro?
Follow the Nightmaro on Instagram.
Follow the Nightmaro at the Nightmaro on Instagram. Feel free to subscribe, share, tell your friends, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks, guys.